Hello to all of you fantastic individuals out there. How are we? How are you doing? We're doing great, and I am joined by the...
Lizard Breath.
And the...
Bard.
And you don't need to know who I am at all. I'll tell you later. Anyways, welcome to Cinetations, where we see whether or not a certain cinema lives up to our expectations. Today we're watching...
The Walking Deceased.
The Walking Deceased.
No, this one looks like it could be really good.
It's supposed to be
sure?
supposed to be a parody, correct?
Of like all the recent zombie things put together.
The Walking Dead in particular.
No, that's the baseline of it. But I saw things from a bunch of other ones. Like I can't remember the one with the dude in the red hoodie. He like fell in love or some crap.
I remember that one.
Warm Bodies.
Warm Bodies. That was the name of it.
That was
You guys got me beat
that
with
was
this.
a
I don't
good
watch
one.
enough movies in order to understand things.
He's all like, I'm a zombie, but I like this girl, and so now I'm becoming not a zombie anymore because...
Spoiler alert, somehow he becomes human. All the zombies become human again because of love.
Because of love.
It was a good movie, but it was also
they do
a
say
terrible
love
premise.
conquers all, including decaying bodies and overthrown consciousness.
No, you don't look too deep into the science. So,
we're just gonna be on the surface level.
So anyways, we're going to watch the trailer here. So we got a base understanding. We're going to watch the trailer, and we're going to come back with what we think our expectations are.
It's a LARPing?
Zombie apocalypse live action role playing.
It's like pretending to be Jewish in the Holocaust.
Ragtag group of survivors.
It's a different world we live in now.
Could be giant spiders.
Okay, he makes a good point on the spiders.
Alone, they are incompetent.
I was only 5 feet away that time.
Guns, please, no questions.
Together, they are a gang of incompetence.
Hey!
All right, it's working. You guys ready?
No, I'm out of bullets.
All right, reload. Gather your things.
We're moving out in an hour.
Make it 55 minutes.
45 minutes, we're gone.
Change of plans. 30 minutes.
We're leaving right now.
We should have left.
So I do think it has potential. Like, it looked like it had a decent budget to it, at least.
It looks... It's a thing. It's a something. And that's all that counts, is that it's a something and I have the slightest glimmer of hope.
I feel like it has the potential to be one of those movies that it's like, there's a funny joke once every 15 minutes or so.
And 15, you're giving it a lot of credit here.
Everything else is just pointing out this is what they didn't cover in the zombie movies, like where they talked about, oh no, we don't have any bullets. Like that's a thing that most zombie movies and series don't cover.
Well, because you always have bullets.
Always, of course, video game logic.
You always have an entire caravan of things.
If you have
around.
if you have to reload, you're doing it wrong.
So you need an endless clip.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
The endless clip.
But what do you guys?
Where can I buy one of those?
We'll have to talk later.
Okay.
So it's like, so what can we expect? Like, I kind of think it might, it maybe not, was it Emmy nominating, but like.
No, this is
entertaining
totally getting an Oscar.
Full Oscar?
Full Oscar,
Okay.
all of the actors. This is going to be one of those, blow you out of the water type of films. You're going to watch it and you're going to be just straight up blown away.
Well,
I feel like visually it's going to be very spot on, but everything else might be kind of
The acting
off.
will be most likely subpar. The character development, well, there's no such thing as that.
none.
And then, what else? Oh yeah, and the whole sensibility of the movie and the logic. What are those things? Nobody needs those.
I'm curious as to whether there's an actual plot or if it's just there's a zombie apocalypse and it continues.
I mean, I'd say it has a decent concept, but I mean, it borrows its concept from everything else. So
Yeah, that's called being uncreative.
no, I wouldn't say uncreative,
Or a
because
parody movie.
you can creatively put together other people's creativity.
That's true. So in this case, it's going to be one of those things where it could go in the direction of, I can watch this and I don't have to be forced, or it could go into that direction where, what am I doing with my life and why am I watching this film?
Well, we're watching it because this is the one that got chosen to be watched.
That is true, but that's besides the point. We're speaking of the fact that it could go down the fork, one in the good direction.
If you
or
were
in the
watching this independently, like, why would you watch it?
Yes, and it needs to be that I'm watching this because I legitimately find it funny, or that it's just your friend forced you to watch it and you now have no other choice.
So you think it'll live up?
I mean, obviously, if we're stating that we have low expectations, it's really sure to meet that one.
Already halfway there.
Well, let's grab the popcorn and take a look.
2 hours later.
Okay, so what do we think of the movie? Did it kind of meet your expectations based off the trailer?
I died a little inside.
I think it met my expectations to some extent, and in other ways it was worse, other ways it was better.
Well, you want to go into some detail there?
I mean, I was very...
Seriously? You can't? Okay. Go.
I was very impressed with their costuming and makeup, and things like that. And their concept, I think, was decent, although not always perfectly executed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the worst acting we looked at was the zombie extras.
What was... Really?
Y'all are gonna complain about sounds and such and what? My cell phone unfortunately has a mind of its own.
I did think that the people did kind of do a decent job with the acting. I felt like, because, since it was a parody, it was supposed to be funny, and so, like, when there was the moments of over-exaggeration...
Yeah, they did a good job exaggerating and imitating the original characters.
Yeah, it worked with how it played out.
But my God, did they fit that whole... The trailer had stated specifically that it was just a group of incompetent imbeciles.
Well, they nailed it.
Yes. Oh, and they nailed it
that
100% spot on.
That is not
Beautiful.
false advertising.
No. They were all pretty stupid. By Jesus.
Well, except for Romeo.
Oh no. He was fine.
He was actually pretty competent.
The most competent character was the one that was...
was the zombie character.
Yeah, it was supposed to be incompetent, maybe?
Yeah. No.
Can you
recovering zombie.
Yeah, the recovering zombie.
From his illness.
From illness.
Yeah. What'd you kind of think of some of the CG elements?
Were there CG elements?
There's a little bit.
There were mostly the blood spatters, and then we noticed
I love the smoke. The smoke.
About half of them were real and half of them were fake.
It was just straight up. It was like that.
Can't you? I don't know. Dry ice, maybe. Was
No,
it the smoke
there
being
was
exhaled?
Yeah.
And
Can't you? There's a way
because
to
there
do
was
that.
some real smoke. No, they were doing exhaling real smoke, but then other parts it was fake.
It was
smoke.
like two of the actors couldn't or wouldn't exhale fake smoke, like real smoke.
I don't know. Just if you're gonna go that route, you might as well do the whole thing and don't think, oh, I wonder how we could do this. You think half and half? No. It doesn't need to be half and half.
They
it needs to
needed
be
to
just
commit.
all one. No. Let's try one. Let's try the other and see what the audience thinks.
It was very obvious. I was like, oh, that's like a PNG or something.
And I don't remember what year this movie was made, but the blood splatters took me back to like early 2000s. They were almost pixely.
When you see CGI blood, it's never a good sign for anything.
That's true.
I've seen CGI blood, and most of it's atrocious.
Oh no, definitely. Like, looks like it was a 2015 movie.
Oh wow, that's
so, better technology was definitely available than what they had because you could literally see like the pixels.
Well,
it almost
sure,
like
but that's all budgetary.
That is true.
I don't know if at that rate you might as well just go with the little blood packs and the tiny little explosion thing.
Well, sure, maybe, but I'm trying to see if I can't find what their budget was. I mean, did any of it, like, did it just make sense? Like, did it work for what was intended?
Being a parody movie, things that are stupid, things that are horribly executed, kind of go along with it. Now, there's a fine line between so awful that you could have found a better method of execution, and it's awful enough where it fits the picture. There is a fine line, because you can go so far towards we're going to make this look purposely stupid because it's a stupid movie, and you make it fall apart.
How much it cost? Budget was 1.2 mil. Okay.
That's not It's not really that bad at all.
No, but in main Hollywood, that's very low.
Oh yeah, no. I'm saying like just in general for a budget being that what they created is it's not bad.
So how'd you feel about the character development?
What character development?
Exactly. Everyone pretty much stayed the same across the board, especially the sheriff character.
Sheriff.
Yes, the sheriff.
Sheriff Lincoln.
He stayed the same the entire time, even to the end. He was killing zombies when he wasn't supposed to be. Like, how flatline can your character be?
Yeah, but like Romeo changed and
Romeo became a human,
ish.
and that's about it.
Yeah, physical change, but not really a personality change.
I mean...
But should we really be looking at character development in this type of film?
Yes.
Always. Because I don't really think that there is character development in films like this.
Well, what about the plot? Did you feel that progressing?
I felt the plot was there. I felt that it jumped around too much, though. Particularly at the beginning, when we went back and forth from all these different situations. We flashed back, and then we flashed forward again with no warning. And then we had, we're talking to this character, and then, here's a brand new character we've introduced. Who's he? It was very all over the place for, like, the first half.
Right. Yeah, I could feel that a lot of it could have been cut a little short. It did kind of feel like a long movie.
And there were some...
No. It felt like a very long movie for being something that you could have cut down to maybe an hour at the most.
Yeah, I feel like there were quite a few scenes that could have been just cut completely.
Right.
Or even just cut in half.
Like the car scene where it's going back and forth while they're traveling. Like, I enjoyed the scene, but it could have been cut out.
When you keep seeing the couple in bed in their house, that could have happened one time, not 4 times.
Right, but it was like, even still in there, I still understood it. Being there, it didn't feel like a completely wasted
And I feel
scene.
like the strip club scene could have been half the length of
Oh yeah,
time
that definitely could have been cut down. So I mean, did it give us a satisfying ending? Did it pull itself together?
Ish. I mean, once again, it's one of those movies where I don't expect anything.
No, but it was actually one of the only zombie movies that actually ended the zombie apocalypse.
I thought Shaun of the Dead did something that was kind of similar.
It technically ended because humanity gained control, but
Not
zombies
so much.
were still zombies.
Yeah, okay. So the only thing that truly comes to a resolution.
Yeah, is that zombies are completely gone as long as you spray them with contaminated water.
See, I feel like it was very much, I had to look up the term. It's Deus Ex Machina? Machina? Something. Anyway, where it basically comes in and fixes everything. That's essentially what it was. Oh, by the way, we have a cure in the waterways. Ta-da, everything's fine.
But I mean, at least it tried to wrap itself up. You know, everyone's living happy now and can relax, but it also gave a bit of a twist ending to it to keep it...
Yeah, because the idea is that, zombies are just going to continue roaming the earth and destroy all of humanity.
Well, for like a year until...
Well, what I'm saying is that that's the expectation.
Right.
You think, all of humanity is going to be destroyed because zombies. Because eventually, you can only run for so long and hang on, let me reverse how I put that. You can only run for so long and then eventually you will be destroyed.
Sure.
And you have that concept, which it played with a little bit about the availability of, like, resources for electricity. It said that the internet was gone, and then there would randomly be electricity.
But let's be real, if the internet was gone, that's basically how the world would look.
To a degree. Like, the internet isn't the end-all be-all.
There would be roaming hordes of mindless people.
Oh, well, yeah, there will be mindless people.
And then,
Yeah, we might actually have a zombie apocalypse of morons.
Yeah. But, I mean, did you get satisfaction from watching it?
I think it took on some interesting perspectives for different problems that zombie movies have, and I think that was enjoyable.
I did appreciate the fact that they actually did say zombies.
Yes.
Instead of avoiding that, like, they didn't bring it up as if it was a known term or anything, but at least they said it. Or a lot of things try to avoid it, or they just completely don't know what this term is because it wasn't in their universe. Which is like, I don't personally know why it's avoided in a lot of cases.
Yeah, I don't either.
Artistic approach, maybe.
So, what do we give it as a rating?
Out of what?
Let's say out of 5.
I mean, from what standpoint?
From enjoyability or from artistic perspective?
Or from just all facets?
Yeah, just from all, like, did it look good enough? Would you say, like, yeah, you could watch this?
Aesthetic-wise, the implementation of, I guess, scenery, music, all of that good stuff.
Because the music was...
No, the music choice was fine.
Was pretty good through the thing.
Oh yeah, the music choice was fine. The implementation of God, I'm like drawing a blank. I'm drawing a big fat. Put it this way: the movie itself does what it needs to do, and it gets the point across in a manner that people get it. It's not one of those things that I could probably at free will sit down, watch, and be like, "Yes, this is a great movie." No,
but like true, like we could pick it apart.
But if we look at it from, did it give me something? Did it make me laugh? Did it keep me glued to the screen for longer than 5 minutes? It did all of those things. And just like with any other art piece, you're going to look at it and you're going to think, well, if it doesn't hold my attention for longer than 5 seconds, well, then it's not good. And that's the same with this.
Right.
And it managed to do that. So obviously it deserves more than 1. So we should probably put it somewhere between like the 2 and 3 for a B movie. I'd say a good solid like 6 out of 10.
3, 3.5.
A 3-ish.
I would have given it like at least a 4.
A 4?
For being a B movie that's actually like semi-decent.
I felt like it could have been half the amount of time that it was, though. So
Oh,
that's why
sure.
I say 3.5.
And maybe some of the other things in there could have been just a little bit better. Because taking from... looking at... Hang on. I have to go and answer a call. You people continue.
Okay, so
Get ready for the door, people! Yeah! Oh!
so yeah, I guess I could agree with 3.5, and then it could do better with a little revision.
Yeah, they had a good concept going with it being a spoof zombie movie, and we've seen that before in other movies. But they needed a little bit more in some areas.
It was almost there. It needed like another week under the cut.